So how's your day so far today? I had a good day today. I traded four stocks, uh, SFX, Mara, KLIC, and AK. KLIC has just traded now. You can see here, uh, but it was very slow. So I took a very small size because I don't wanted to chop around on that because of the very low volume. But I traded this bear flag here. So it came down. I took the first very small size before the VWAP, and then I basically added one that broke this, then it went back up over the VWAP. I added into my position. Then I broke this, I added into, and then I took the partial. Then I thought this is gonna further break now, so I added into my position, but it not doing anything. So I put the stop order here while I was setting up the for the interview, and I just stopped out. So overall, I had a decent day. Uh, how about you guys? How was your day, guys? I would appreciate you guys if you give a thumbs up, so then more people can see this interview. Noam is going to join very soon. I'm gonna set up the meeting. I'm connecting the meeting invite as well. All right, I see the Noam is online.
How are you, Easy?
I'm very good. How's Noam? How's everything?
Good, good.
Good. Okay, so can you just speak a bit louder? I cannot hear you properly. How about you guys? Can you hear and see Noam?
Test, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. This is better.
Good.
Yeah, Fletcher, if you think that, the day trading is giving you trouble, maybe, what you can do, maybe not trade in the first half hour and only trade by looking at the dailies, and maybe the swing, maybe the good one, as you said, and Norm definitely going to help you once he will tell about his journey, how, he has overcome everything, and then how he become a successful trader. So let me see again. Where is Norm?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so I think okay. So have you closed the video, right?
Yeah, you want to see me or is it okay
Yeah, if
without?
you want to share, that's fine. I think people can see you. So yeah, show you on the camera, so it's gonna be people can see you.
Okay, just a second. I don't think I have a good light here, but okay.
Yeah, I think it's a good. Yeah, I think it's everything is fine. Uh, awesome. Okay. All right, guys, let me formally introduce you our the king of swing, Noam Skuza. I mean, I really admire him that how he is consistently doing his swing trading, the way he select all of his trades,
By
and
the way, if I look sideways, it's because I have ongoing swing, so I'm checking what's going on with them.
yeah, and you know what? Also, I sometimes even look at his swing picks, and I will see, okay, that how can I trade in the day trade as well. So definitely, we're gonna learn so much from him. So why don't we start with just about you? Tell us about yourself. Where are you from? And how long you've been trading, and what does your journey look like?
Well, first, as you said, my name is Noam. Nice to meet you all. I'm from Israel, the land of trading. I don't know if you know that, but Meir, Yogi, Danny, all those friends from Tradenet are originally from Israel. I'm trading for several years. I learned trading in this academy that was here in Israel, the Trading Academy, which Meir founded. He founded it about 12 or 13 years ago. I learned trading there. Eventually, after a year or a year and a half, something like that, I was also teaching there, along with Yogi, which is a good friend. You all know him, and Danny, and more names that you're familiar with. So I was teaching trading there, and I think about a year ago or something like that, when the Corona started, this academy closed, and now all these guys are in TradeNet. Um, so this is how I start trading, and that's also how I know all those names that you hear in TradeNet in the YouTube channel, which we all hear and uh, take a lot of advantage out of this. Um, so this is what I'm doing for several years
Uh,
and enjoy it very much.
Awesome. Okay, so tell us about your style. I mean, I saw you usually, uh, you know, send the swing stocks, right? But do you also day trade, or you
Yes.
just swing trade, or swing only on the long side, or you also do a short side as well? Tell us more about your more or about your journey, how you come up with how you landed up your final style, what you have, how you have started, what was your challenges when you've been through there?
Yeah. First of all, I'm doing both. I'm doing swings and day trading. I'm doing both. Now, a nice thing about trading that it's a never-ending learning process, and you always adjust yourself to several conditions or strategies that you think that you're good at. I started my journey as a trader doing about 90% of my trades shorts, and now I'm doing about 80% of my trades long. I
Wow.
once I did only day trading. Now I'm doing about 50-50 swing and day trading. So trading is always challenging yourself and change and learn. And you constantly learn from your colleagues, you learn from trades that you see, you learn from trades that you analyze, you learn from trades that you did and trades that you didn't took, but you monitor them and
Hmm.
try to learn from them. So I think all you guys that trade already, you must know that the basic theory of trading, the basic knowledge of trading is very simple, and most of it is out there. I mean, most of the common strategies and the known strategies are out there in YouTube, either free or not free. You can gain this knowledge. But eventually, as a trader, and especially as a professional trader, you develop your own personality. You take what you learn and what you know, and you take it to your own personal place and to your own methods and strategies, and even trade managing. It's something very personal which you develop with experience. I think in trading, the most important word is experience. So along the way, along my journey, I traded my style several times. And actually, I'm still, from time to time, I'm trying new things. I'm trying new strategies. I'm trying new techniques and even trying new trade managing systems. But I only adopt methods that I prove to myself that are profitable and that I'm good at. Okay. And this is the key. You must do things that you like and also that's proven to be profitable for yourself. So today, out of all the dozens of strategies which I know and teach, personally, I'm doing about 4 or 5 intraday strategy, in fact, and one swing strategy. Okay, all the swing strategy, all the swing trades that you saw that I posted in the past are one swing strategy which I developed myself, and it's very profitable for me. I like it a lot. It's working great. So not why doing more things if you already got something good that is working well. So in that case, if you got strategies that work good and work well, you don't need more than that. You just need to add quantities along the way if it works well. That's what I think.
I think that's a very good point you said, yeah, that about the trade management. You touched definitely some important topics here. So tell us more about, as for the new traders, or even for me, for the traders who are already have some experience. You said you need to proven that it's going to be profitable, or you try the new strategies. You try and test them. You new methods. How would you test those methods, and how would you go from the laboratory to the actually experiment? Do you go the smaller size and they'll build, or you do simulator and then go? How does it work for you?
That's an excellent question. I will answer first by asking you a question. What is the easiest thing to do in trading?
Take a loss.
You're close. The easiest thing to do in trading is lose your account.
Exactly.
Okay. Now let's start from there. So what I'm doing or did and what I'm recommending also to my students and to your audience, don't do things that you don't know in real money. Every broker should give you parallel to your real money account a demo account. You should all practice in the demo account. It's not a shame. It won't make you a bad trader. You must learn and practice and prove to yourself that you're profitable in the demo account. And as long as you're not there, don't touch real money because most chances that you're going to lose it. Okay. So this is my number one recommendation for everybody that hears us. You, as I said before, most of the knowledge is out there. You listen to trades that people are doing either in the Tradenet chat room, and you see posts of several people. You understand the trades, you understand the logic, you see what people do. The knowledge is out there. But if you don't do it yourself correctly, if you're not profitable yourself, go to demo, practice, understand what to do, where to enter, where to stop, where to take profit. This is a major theory. How to become profitable is one of my lessons because knowing trading is not enough. You need to know trading management. You need to make sure that you're profitable before you go to real money. Now, all these things are measurable, okay? We all have a P&L. We all see at the end of the day or the week or the month, we all see if we made money or we lost money. As long as you're not profitable, profitable, go to demo, practice on demo, make sure things are working. Not for one trade, not for two trade, but for the large number, okay? Trading has the large number law, okay? It must work for the large numbers, okay? For 30, 40, 50 trades that you do, you need to be profitable as a whole. So if you're not, go to demo and practice. And as I said before, sometimes when I'm trying some new strategies myself or some new methods, I'm doing it on demo. I'm not doing it with my real money account because on my real money account, I won't jeopardize my money. I'm doing only things that I prove to myself that are profitable. So this is I think the number one key. I know a lot of people that lost their account because they had few successful trades and they were sure that they found America. They know how to beat the market and they don't. Again, the number one key word in this business is experience. The more experience you'll have, the more knowledge you will have that you still have a lot to learn.
And I
Okay.
think I completely agree with Norm that, and also what Norm is saying, that exactly what I preach as well, that when you open when you start your day, or when you look at any charts, you will see the upticks, downticks, right? For some people, those upticks means going long. For some people, even the upticks means going short, right? And same
Yes.
as other way. So some downticks for some is a dip and buy. For some is the short pattern. So what you as a trader need to do, you don't need to look at the ticks. You need to look at the pattern. And patterns becomes your part of your trade book, your playbook. And you only trade what you know, what you're best. And as Norm said, your sample size would only will give you the probability, probable profitable result if you doing the same trade again and again. If you're just going, oh, is a downtrend, and you're just gonna short it, and maybe you're gonna get success 2 times, but third time is gonna bounce back and it hit you on the face on your heart. Why? Maybe because you're not trading the same pattern, right? It's something different. So always stick with uh, pattern. Sometimes is very overwhelming when you see the market opens because you have a FOMO. If you have if you have joined the chat room, so many people are posting the chats, you're gonna guess, oh, everyone is making money, Mayor is making 3 green trades in a row, I have not yet traded. You jump into the fourth trade with the double the size, and then and that the trade which fails, right? And you gonna
You must have a method, you must have a process of trading, and this process must be proven to you that it's profitable. Okay, every time, every day I'm trading. At the end of the day, I'm analyzing my trades. I'm going over my trades. I'm asking myself if it was a good trade, a bad trade. Why did I enter? How did I manage it? And I'm learning from that. Okay, all of you, you must do that. As I said before, trading is a never-ending learning process. You all the time you learn. Sometimes you change a little bit your methods. Sometimes you improve them. Sometimes you see someone else doing the same trade differently, and you learn from it. So as long as you are profitable and you, again, it's measurable, all good. Keep doing it with
keep it.
with money. But if you see that you are not, go to demo, practice on demo. Otherwise, you're not gonna make money. And I know that from my experience. I mean, I see a lot of traders that come to me either for mentoring or to learn trading, and then the first lesson that I teach them is how to be profitable, because trading as a basic, okay, it's out there. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows patterns. Everybody knows indicators. Everybody know what's a downtrend, uptrend strategies. Gap up, gap and go. All those strategies are known. The thing is how to handle it, how to manage it, how to analyze yourself, how to criticize yourself. Okay, and eventually, when you see in demo that you make money on 20, 30, 40 trades at the same strategy, great. Now it's time to go to the real account, start with low sums, okay? Start with low money and then increase. I always like to see students that increase their account from profits and not from deposits. Okay, that's
Mm,
a great thing. And that
awesome.
also, I did it myself. I increased my account from profits, not from deposits. Okay, I think that's a good start for a professional trader.
Very, very. I think it's really insightful. So tell us more about, someone is asking that, where would they find your entries, or where do you post your trades? Do you have your own website, or do you post on the groups, or?
Well, first, I'll be honest with you. I used to post in Tradenet Facebook until a week ago, but I stopped doing that for several reasons. I will not post there anymore. I'm not posting my posts. Every once in a while, people contact me for mentoring lessons, and I'm happily helping them. I'm not promoting myself because this is not my main business. My business is trading. But if someone wants to learn from me, I'm all in. I'm with him. But I'm not at the moment. I'm not promoting myself or something like that. So people can find me in Facebook and ask me questions, and sometimes I answer. Sometimes I invite them to take my mentoring lesson. So it really depends. But eventually, I think that becoming a professional trader, a profitable trader, it's a process. It takes time. It takes time to gather and gain experience. Someone that leads you, someone that's, you know, you take mentor class with him, can decrease this time that you have to wait until you become
Yeah.
a good profitable trader. It helps, it assists, okay, but still you need to learn, you need to take this process, you need to see trades, you need to see charts, you need, the most important thing is to analyze, to look backwards, what happened, what I thought will be against what was in fact, and compare and see where you were right, where you were wrong, learn from it from the next, for the next time. Okay, this is my process, this is how I become personally a profitable trader. I always analyzed my trades. I also analyzed trades that others did that I saw. Not necessarily I took myself, but I understood the logic. I saw where the entrance, I saw where the stop, I saw where they took profits. I learned from it. I took it to my way, to my methods. I changed it a little bit so it will work better for me. You know, each one of us has his own style. Some want to take money more quickly. Some had, like, you know, Amir Baraki always say, let it go, let it go. A lot of the let it grow trades go backwards to your stop without taking the profit. So it's really a matter of style. Okay, so each one of us has his style, but eventually, again, when you look at yourself and analyze yourself, you must be profitable. Your system must give you profits. Otherwise, you need to change it somehow.
Yeah, I think this is a very good point, you highlighted. Basically, some people have a tendency to take the profit too quickly, right? And they don't let the uh, trade grow. I mean, what I'm saying, that that's okay as far as you do with the losses as well. If
It's
you,
okay
if
as far as it's a strategy that you know that makes sense. Okay.
exactly, exactly, and you do the same thing for your losses as well. So, for instance, you don't let your losses, you're taking your losses very quickly as well. At the same way, you are taking your profit so quickly, right? Then it's gonna offset, and if it's consistently doing, this is your method, then you're gonna go, right? This based on your 1 hour, 2 hour unit. If Amir Barak says that let it grow because he thinking that this trade is might gonna give you 3 4 hours, right? And
Yeah.
if he's doing this consistently and on the certain patterns which has a high probability of going let it grow, then you will make money because this is the consistently you're doing for certain patterns. So I
No,
mean,
I think,
no, tell me about, market is so volatile these days, sometime gap up, gap down, and how would you manage the swing trades, and especially the long trades? uh,
yeah,
and how would you put the stop loss? How would you find the entry? How do you scan those stocks?
yeah,
Sometimes you find the stock I haven't even heard about it.
yeah. That's a great question. First of all, you said that now the market is going up, and I'm looking at the SPY, and yeah, I see that, you know, since April and even at the end of March, it's just increasing and increasing.
Yeah,
And of course, a lot of long swings will work well in these conditions. But the opposite, if the market now starts to go sharply down, which is, I think, inevitable and also expected to happen sometime, a lot of long trades, swing, and intradays will have a hard time dealing with it. So one of the keys when I consider entering a long swing is also asking myself, what do I expect the market to do? And when I think the market is about to give us some red days or a red period, then I decrease the amount of swings that I'm fully exposed in. What do I mean fully exposed? When I enter a swing, usually I take four partials, four stages of taking profit. And as long as I reach my first stage, I'm taking some profit, then I almost eliminated the exposure. Okay, so usually on a time that I think the market is going down or about to go down, I decrease the amount of open swings that I didn't yet take any partials in. Okay. And so if the market is indeed going backwards against me, then I'm not exposed too much. I'm exposed in two risk units. So and when the market is going my way or not disturbing me, okay, if the market is going sideways is okay, it's not disturbing me. As long as the market is not disturbing me, then each swing can reach up to 1 to 4, 1 to 3 risk rewards for me. Okay, so I can absorb from time to time, I can absorb these two risk units that I'm risking in times and in conditions that the market will go against me. So it's about risk management. You need it's not enough to know when to enter a trade, when to take profit, or where to put your stop. It's also a matter of managing it. Managing is also taking in consideration the market, the SPY, what you anticipate, what you expect from it. Okay, it's also part of the game. You must consider that when you think about entering or managing a live trade, either a swing or day trading, by the way.
Tell me more about it. Just like, when I remember, many years ago, I used to do a swing as well. But, I don't know, since I've started doing day trading, I cannot even, my risk tolerance is I cannot even see this gap ups and down for my swing trade. It's intolerable for me. So I don't do anything other than, having investment on the mutual funds. But I can take a risk on the stocks for swing. So for if you take exposure overnight on any stock, there are various factors, not just the charts, but also the factors, just like any news can come to for particular stock. There can be a company event, or can be a result, or can be a press release, or maybe
Yeah,
production number. There's so many numbers and factors which can come while you are on the swing. And if
exactly.
that comes under you and you are on the swing and is negative, so you are long and the news is really negative and it gap down 10%, 15%, how would you basically manage those risks at those market company related events?
Well, you said true things. Well, swing and also intraday, they both have advantages and disadvantages. Okay, the disadvantage of swing is, as you said, you are exposed to never know what will happen the next day. The market can open and gap down, or the stock might have news, etc. So that's the disadvantage. And the advantage is that you don't have the intraday volatility, and you don't have these spikes that take you out if you have hard stop. It's more flexible, it's more easy to manage. Okay, that's the advantage of swing. And also day trading has its advantages and disadvantages. Now, with experience and with doing swings a lot of time, you learn how to, I won't say eliminate the disadvantages, but how to decrease them, how to manage them better. You will never avoid not losing a trade. Okay, from time to time you lose trades. It will happen in intraday and in swing, but you learn how to minimize those cases. Okay, for example, one of the keys, the key rules when you enter a swing is to check before, let's say on Finviz, that the certain stock that you're entering is not about to release reports, right? Because once it releases reports and you are in a swing, that can be a big winner, a big loser, okay? You never know what a report will do to the stock. So we don't want to be in a live swing when this stock is about to release reports, right? So this is one of the check-in that you're doing before entering swing. Personally, I'm doing a certain strategy of swing which I developed myself, and I can tell you that according to my experience, this strategy pick stocks that are less affected from the market as possible. Okay, now I will say this. Mayor Barak is saying when it rains, everybody gets wet. When the market is going down for a period of time, for 3, 4 days in a row, I think most of the stocks will go down. Most of the swings will not work. But when the market is going down one day and then one day up and then one day down, let's say sideways, then I'm picking stocks that are less or least affected by the market. So I'm increasing the chances to my favor. Still, this strategy and no strategy, no strategy works for 100%.
That's
Okay,
true.
if you have 70, 80% success in a strategy, it's a good ratio. And this is the ratio that you need to aim to. Okay, 70, 80% your favor. How do you do that? With experience, with decreasing the disadvantage that you see, trying to increase the advantages that you see. Each strategy has its own style, its own managing methods. And again, as I said before, you need to take it your way. It means you need to analyze your trades. You need to analyze the logic. You need to analyze everything that you see around you, including the SPY, including the market, and come up with a good trading management that will prove itself to be successful in 70, 80% of the trades. If you are not there, practice on demo, try to improve it. It's possible.
Thank you. So, guys, please, I will appreciate if you're liking so far. Please give a thumbs up so can more people can join. And what I wanted to say, if you have more questions, please write type as well so we can ask directly to Norm. So Norm, on the same note, where do you see, how do you scan or what do you scan? What do you look for scanning? Would you wanna talk through some more insight about your style? What platform do you use for scanning? What chart patterns do you look at it?
Well, first, I will not discuss entirely my strategy because I'm teaching this strategy, and I'm not feeling comfortable to share it.
Yeah, that's fine. Just a big picture.
But,
Give the big
but
picture.
I will tell you the overall picture. The
Yeah,
overall
yeah.
picture is that each strategy, including my own swing strategy, has a logic. Okay, logic is the number one key for strategy. My strategy has a logic. Now, where do we scan stocks? We have several sites we can scan stocks, like Finviz. If you're working, if you like to, if you have strategies of IPOs, you have iposcoop.com. Okay, you have several websites to collect stocks. The thing is, knowing what to collect, where to enter, if to enter, where to take profit. I'm working very methodical, okay? I know where I enter, I know where I take my first profit, I know where the stop is. I work very schematic, okay? And only if the things are not going my way, then I start to manage it differently. Okay, so this is again a process of learning, experience. I'm also teaching that in mentoring how to do it. Okay, the easiest part is to collect stocks to monitor. That's the easiest part. What do you do with them afterwards? That's the strategy. That's the management.
Right. Okay. So that's nice. So, so Finviz is a good platform. I also go look at it. So Finviz is a really good place. You can search, you can look for similar patterns. And even Finviz has a feature of a back testing with the indicators. So, for instance, I don't know that how Norm selected, but if people select swing using RSI or using a certain double bottom pattern, all these patterns, all these indicators, you can backtest using a Finviz. And
Mhm.
if you wanted to subscribe for a Finviz, I will leave the voucher detail below on the description of this video, and you can get some discount. I have some affiliation partnership with them, so if you want it, I can leave that comments there, and you can get some discounted membership from them. So, no, let's continue. What platform do you trade? Do you use the COMEX platform? Do you use
Yes.
CFD or you use, I think in Israel you can do the CFD, so you might be in the equity platform.
Exactly. I'm doing the equity platform of Colmex. Unfortunately, I would love to do CFD. I think it's much better platform for day traders. You get much better accomplishments. I mean, good prices, unlike the equity. which you face some slippage from time to time. But personally, I'm doing equity with Colmex. I really like this platform. I get along with it. I'm trading it for several years. So when you're doing something that you know and familiar with, and it's working fine, there's no time, there's no point to look for something else. And also, all the guys that we hear and follow in TradeNet, most of them are also trading this platform. So it's easy to see
Hmm.
posts and trades of your colleagues at the same charts and see the same indicators and the same, view. Um, so
So we have discussed so far in detail, about your swing trading, that you go for a patterns and the daily patterns. Tell them more about your day trading. How do you prepare your day? How much do you participate? Do you do in the opening hour, or do you trade in, later afternoon trades? What about your day trading style? Tell us more about your day trading style.
well, first of all, I tried along my journey to trade in the first minutes, as you say, FOMO. You see a lot of traders making a lot of money in the first minutes, and you say, "Hey, why not me?" You see, like Mayer and Scott doing a lot of great trades in the first minute. But personally, after analyzing, and again, I'm using the word analyzing, after analyzing my trades, I learned about myself that I'm no good at the first minutes. Therefore, I'm not doing any trades in the first minutes. Actually, my golden hour is from 9:45 to 10:45, let's say 11 a.m. Okay, this is my golden hour. Most of my trades I'm doing within this hour. Personally, I prefer looking more at longs at this time frame. If I'm free and if I'm available at lunchtime or in the second part of the day, I rather look more at shorts, reversals. I like the extended strategy for shorts for the second part of the day. So I think also the strategy that you choose can work differently in certain times of the day. So it's not only choosing the strategy and see that you are profitable at this strategy, but also trying to do it successfully in certain time frames during the day. Because if you look at a certain strategy at the beginning of the day, it will work differently that towards lunch or afterwards. So it's also specializing not only in the strategy but in the time frame that you choose to trade. And again, most of my trades are during the first part after 15 minutes from the beginning.
I think that is an excellent point. Analyzing, knowing about yourself is very important. And
Yes.
there is a different way of journaling. You can check out my channel. I have made some videos that how you can do a journaling. uh, th- I use trade sync for analyzing my own trade. And if you want to use the trade sync, you can use it. I can leave the voucher detail as well. They have a significant discount. And why I'm saying that you should use it, as Norm said, I usually do, doing the same pattern. But when I put the trades into the trade sync, I will able to see the result is that the same patterns, if I trade with the 5-minute pattern, I'm losing more money. But if I do the same pattern with a little bit longer consolidation after the 10 9:45, I'm making more money. So why to do that if you are losing money, on the certain time frame? Then is
So
with.
that's a great example that you gave now of learning about yourself and analyzing your own trades and improving your method after your own analysis. That's exactly what takes you from an amateur to a professional. Okay, doing this process, analyzing and improving your methods after you analyze your trades.
And exactly. And I would encourage you to use a trade sync. Trade sync has a feature that from the Tradenet platform or the TFS platform, Evolution or Comex platform, they directly pull all the details into it. You do not need to type anything. They will bring everything inside, even the entry, exit, charts, everything in the trade sync. They also have an artificial intelligence and also simulator which they also give you some insight that if you can improve this, this, and this, it will improve your result by 20%. So it also gives you suggestions. So sometime if you are not capable of self-criticizing, as Norm said, sometime you are not very good in self-criticizing or self-analyzing your mistakes. So the software will tell you that where you are mistaking. And I think there's a good way you can learn it. I will drop those details also after this workshop, so you can leverage that and get some discount as well. So, so tell us, give some tips about to our new uh, traders, that how they can stay focused, because this is day trading is very difficult, is the only journey which you need to only you yourself need to take control of it. People can help you, people can share the insight, but you are the only one who can make either the profitable or losing trade. And it's very difficult, it's very hard journey to
Yes.
overcome. How, what do you suggest that how they can stay focused, not to blow account, and still complete the journey learning process, and ultimately become profitable?
Yes, I will give you a few tips. First of all, as I said before, if you see that you're not profitable, if you see that it's too early to risk real money, practice on demo. It's not a shame. It's a great thing to do. Okay, so all the beginners, all the people that are trading and not profitable, practice in demo. Now, when I enter a trade, I always know where my stop is. I know where I'm supposed to take my first profit. Unlike other traders that sometimes, they take profits as the stocks, continue, and they don't know exactly where they take profit. I know exactly where I take my first partial, my second partial. I run it very automatically. Okay, once I'm in the trade. Uh, Meir Barak said something when I heard it when I was a beginner. I laughed a bit, but then I understand that it's true. Meir Barak said, "You need to ask the stock, what are you going to do now?" Okay, it sounds funny because stocks don't talk, but that's true. Eventually, you understand that it's true. You need to ask the stock, what are you going to do? Upon that, you build your plan. The plan is where to enter, what it's supposed to do, where I put my stop, where I take my first profit. I can tell you that on most of my intraday strategies, uh, the strategy is built this way that I know that I need to take money within the first 15 minutes. If I don't take the first partial or the money that I plan to take in the first 15 minutes, then something went wrong. I didn't read the stock correctly. Or maybe the market all of a sudden goes against me hardly. I don't know. Something happened and I need to manage it differently. Okay. So you need to know what you're doing. You need to know what you're doing in crisis. Okay. If you don't take the profit within the time that you gave yourself, what are you doing now? How do you manage it now? You have a lot of different styles. Are you moving the stop? Do you put a hard stop or not? There are many styles. You need to know what is your own style. You need to have rules for yourself. And again, rules that are proven to be profitable in demo. You take it to real money only after you prove to yourself on demo that your rules make sense and make profits. So my trading is very, almost automatic because I know where I enter, I know where I take profit, I know where I take stop. I only interfere when I think that the stock goes unlike what I thought. Okay, I let the stock breathe. I let it go against me until a certain point. It's okay. But if I didn't take any money for 15 minutes in intraday, then I know that I didn't read something correctly, and I need to look now at the chart and ask myself again, okay, what am I seeing now? Where this can go? How do I manage it? Because that's a completely different chart than the one I saw 15 minutes ago. It's a completely different view that I saw 15 minutes ago. And now I have a new scenario that I need to think what I'm doing with. Okay. So you need to do I'm sorry. You need to be planned and to read the stock as it goes. Uh, that's also managing skills. Okay. Trade managing, that's very important. You need those rules to know them, to practice them. And again, to prove to yourself that you are profitable. If you're not, go to demo, practice again, change something. I don't know, maybe take partials sooner, maybe take partials afterwards, maybe put the stop more tight, less tight, whatever. You must change and make yourself profitable before you play it with real money. Okay, so this is very important for beginners. Practice, learn, and gain confidence and experience. All the money in Wall Street will wait for you.
I think that is I mean, I don't know, when Norm is saying, I'm just reflecting back my own trading. And I will tell you, one of the analysis come to my trading when I was analyzing. I was just thinking that how can I, without increasing my size, how can I make more money? This was a question I was asking 1 month ago. And I say, okay, I can only make more money without increasing my size or taking more trades, is to reduce my losses, right? If you're not increasing your size, you're not taking more trades, the only way you make money is to reduce your losses. So I was thinking, okay, how would I go and reduce my losses? So one of the analysis come back that I usually hold my losing trade average more than 10 minutes than my winners. So if something in my going in my direction, I will take, for instance, if this is making a bear flag, I'm short. I will take my profit after 1 2 bear flag, and I'm going to take my profit and do the scale out and leave the partial. So that's the way I was managing my profitability. But if something is going against me or going sideways, I am holding a little longer than my average winner. And that shows me that if something is not going in your direction, as you said, is 10 minutes has been passed, either is going sideways or it's not yet touched your stop loss, but it's still going in the direction not in your favor, or maybe teetering around between red and green, and you don't know what to do. I mean, that's the right thing to do. What Noam suggesting: step back, look at the bigger picture chart, and ask this question: what this stock trying to convey to you? Is he listening to you? Is he expecting to do what you initially thought before entering the trade, or is it time to change the plan, take the small loss before it go against you, by this one big order, and is jump back too quickly against you, and then you're just gonna be surprised and shocked, and you won't be able to take action. You got paralyzed because you were not expecting that move from the stock, and then you take much bigger loss than expected. So I mean, what Norm is suggesting is absolutely fantastic. He put it very nicely, that analyze, and all the things you can do is through the trade sync. And if you can do on the Excel, you can do it on your Excel as well. But if you think that it's going to take too much time, then you can definitely use those softwares which can give you those insights. So, Norm, before we conclude, we have very 1 or 2 few minutes remaining. How would you manage your red streaks? Because everyone has some consecutive red days or consecutive red trades. How
Yes.
would you manage that particular aspect of the trading? Because that's very painful.
Well, I can tell you something that it might be surprising, but in day trading, most of the times I put hard stop. Okay, I respect my losses. I think every trader needs to respect his losses, and we all need to realize and be familiar and know that if even if we find a great strategy, it will still work in 80-70%, which means we'll have 20 to 30% losses. Okay. And we need to respect that. So I respect my losses for two reasons. One, I don't want to be more exposed than one risk unit which I risk. Okay. If you don't put hard stop and the stock goes against you and reach your stop place and continues to go against you, you might lose more than one risk unit. You might lose two, three, and even lose your account theoretically. So most of the times on day trading, I put hard stop. And the second reason, when I enter a trade during day trading, there is a trigger. I know something should happen. Something should happen to my favor because this is my strategy. If it didn't happen, and if the stock went against me, and if the stock reached the level which I declared as the stop position, then it's no longer the stock that I took. It's no longer the trade that I took. It's no longer the thing that I thought that is going to work my way. It's a completely different chart. It's no longer the chart that I chose to enter 15 minutes ago or whatever time ago. It's a completely different chart. And most of the times, I don't want to be anymore in this specific chart, in this specific trade, because it's no longer the trade I choose. So this is why most of the times I absorb this one risk unit loss, okay? Because this is part of the business. It happens 20, 30% of the times because I know two things. One, most of the times I'm winning. And two, the winning trades, most of the times, at the bottom line, are more than one-to-one risk reward. So mathematics, if you put the mathematics and you see that 20, 30% of the times you lose one risk unit and 70%, 80% of the times you win, let's say 1.5 risk units, you are profitable at the big numbers. Okay, you might be losing at a certain trade, you might have a certain red day, you even might have a certain red week. It's okay, but at the big numbers, okay, if you look at yourself in a month, in a year, in half a year, you see that you are profitable. This is the rule. If you're not, go to demo, practice something. You're doing something wrong.
Any last words you want to say before we conclude? Is to you. You know, has a very great time with you. Thank you very much for joining us. Any last comment where people can reach out to you if they wanted to, learn about your methodology or take some mentoring from you for swing? Where they can reach out? Any last words you want to say?
Yeah, you can reach me in Facebook. My name is Noam Skuza, or in email, ns, my initials, ns1604 at gmail.com. That's my email. It was a great pleasure talking to you. I hope you guys got some tips. I think, again, remember my words: experience, process, demo, all those things that I discussed are very important. The most easy thing to do in trading is to wipe out your account. Don't do that. Trade carefully. It's not an easy business as it might be. It's a very tough business, and you must know what you do. So great being with you. I hope it helped you guys, and wish you all success in tradings and overall in life.
Thank you, Norm. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And stay tuned. Maybe in the next round, maybe we can bring some other nice traders to give you some insight. And thank you very much, Norm, for joining us.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.